That is a live look for our viewers in the West at the scene of the deadly massacre. Mother Emanuel AME Church, Charleston, South Carolina, where between 8 and 9 last night, a gunman walked in during Bible study, stayed with the group for nearly an hour, then suddenly opened fire. Police have released these surveillance photos of the suspect, calling him armed and dangerous. Schools across the area on lockdown right now.
Here's what we know right now. 9 people are dead, 6 women, 3 men. The gunman is still on the loose and described as being in his early 20s. The Justice Department has just officially launched a hate crime investigation, and dozens of FBI agents have been dispatched to help hunt down the killer. And this church, Mother Emanuel, truly historic, one of the oldest black churches in the South. Look at this photo right here. Dr. Martin Luther King, he spoke there in 1962. The church became a center for organizing during the civil rights movement. So horrific, so sacrilegious that this kind of violence was unleashed in that sanctuary. ABC's Steve Osasami is live on the scene this morning. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, George. This church is directly behind me, and I don't know if you can see the steeple right there. Police have the streets blocked off here as they search through garbage bins and back alleys, apparently looking for something this gunman might have dropped. This is no doubt going to be a very painful day for families here, only made worse by the fact that this happened at a place of worship.
We call on that name of Jesus.
This morning, families here are grieving and praying for the 9 people killed while worshiping their God.
It is unfathomable that somebody in today's society would walk into a church when people are having a prayer meeting and take their lives.
Authorities are searching for this man seen in surveillance video outside the church, and they're calling this a hate crime, saying that he's young and white, in his early 20s, and walked into a Bible study at Emanuel AME, a black church with a long history, where he sat for an hour before getting up and firing at parishioners.
Apparently we had someone running around armed downtown.
6 women and 3 men died.
I do believe this was a hate crime.
Police say the alleged gunman is wearing a distinctive sweatshirt, Timberland boots, and is driving a car with an unusual front license plate. They still think he's somewhere in the area and consider him armed and dangerous. Authorities are begging the public for help.
We can catch this no good, horrible person and see that he pays the price. And then what we will do, and what this community has always done, is we're going to put our arms around that church and that church family.
3 people survived the shooting, including a 5-year-old girl who police say is only alive because she played dead.
We got 2 people coming out, an adult female and a child that was found in the room. They need to get checked out.
One of the victims is the pastor of the church, 41-year-old Senator Clementa Pinckney, who earned distinction as the youngest African-American state lawmaker in South Carolina history. Earlier in the day, the pastor had been campaigning with Hillary Clinton. Pinckney leaves a wife and 2 children. We're learning the gunman told a female survivor that he would let her go so she could tell everyone what happened.
This is a situation that is unacceptable in any society, and especially in our society, in our city.
The FBI and the ATF are pouring into town, the manhunt continuing at this hour.
We are committed to do whatever is necessary to bring this individual to justice.
This is the oldest AME church in the South and will certainly go down as one of the deadliest attacks against a black church in U.S. history. Amy.
All right, Steve, thank you for that latest update. And joining us now with more on the manhunt is ABC News consultant and former FBI special agent Brad Garrett. And Brad, we've seen the surveillance images. They are everywhere this morning. How soon before police get their guy?
I think shortly, Amy. I mean, you got great pictures, a unique tag, a car description, and he wanted everybody to know that he did it. I mean, he leaves one person alive to spread the word. So this guy's going to get caught or they're going to find him dead.
He is a young white male, and among the many chilling details, he came into church, sat down, and attended part of the Bible study before he opened fire. What do we know about who this man is and what his motivation may have been?
Well, he goes into church, Amy, to sit down because he wants to put them at ease. And he also wants to look them in the eye, which makes this even more personal before he opens fire.
He's been described as extremely dangerous. How likely is it that he would try something again? Is the community still at risk here?
I think the big issue is going to be cornering him, arresting him, or finding him. I'm not sure that he's going to go attack maybe another church. This guy's now on the run if he's still alive.
All right, Brad Garrett, thank you for the very latest.